Shalom, welcome to Shalom Adventure at shalomadventure.com for lesson number 13. We've only got a few more lessons left out of the 18-lesson series, and so we're almost done learning all the lessons because the last two lessons are really just review lessons of the vocabulary and one of the sounds. And so we're almost done. You've almost got it all down pat, and so let's finish up here in our review. Our ayin and our aleph are silent. The vet, the V sound, the bet, the B sound, dalet, D, resh, R, gimel, J, G, G sound, the nun, the N sound, N, the hey, the H sound, the yud, the Y sound, the lamed, the L sound, the sin, the S sound, the shin, the SH sound, the vav, the V sound, the mem, and the final mem, the M sound. And then the vowels we've learned so far, the E sound down at the bottom of the feet, the two S, like eggs, whether 3 dots or 2 dots, like eggs in a basket or eggs sitting there at the feet. The two Ahs, ah, ah, and the silent one, the 2 dots below the letter, and then the O, whether the O is over the stick figure or O over any letter makes the O sound. Okay, so let's read these together. Ready? Ah, ah, B, V, ge, de, ho, o, v, ya, la, mi, m, ne, n, re, sa, sha. Okay, very good. And our new letter is the sadi, and this is what it looks like in its regular form and in its final form, and also has a final letter to it. And I put the ayin next to it because it looks similar to the ayin, and I wanted you to be able to see it, the comparison. So the tsadi is a little more twisted up, and we have this sound, the TZ sound, makes a TC sound, like in our word pretzel, pretzel, pretzel. Okay, so it looks like a twisted up pretzel, right? Okay, so it's more twisted than the ayin, and so it makes the TZ sound, like pretzel. And in the final form, again, we just take that leg and bend it straight down, and basically you get your final form, and the leg would come down below the line. The final form, again, like the nun that we saw, or the mem that we saw, is always only at the end. It's only the final letter when it's that. So you'll never see this form of the letter in the end of a word. And nor will you ever see this one in the beginning or at the middle of a word. And so if you saw something, right, and so that's the final form. And we've learned the finals a little bit here already, so you get the idea on that. Okay, so also let's learn the kuf. This is the kuf, and makes the K sound, and it kind of looks a little bit like a K. See the K overimposed on that there? You got the line and then the upper part, and then if we had a line there, it'd be like a K, that, eliminating the top part, if that helps you to remember it. And then the Zion, it looks very similar to the Vav, but it's a little bit more zigzaggy. All right, so zigzag, maybe that'll help you remember the difference and notice the difference. And that makes the Z sound, Zion. And so let's try reading. We got a tsadi there. We got our silent vowel. We got our dalet with the dent, right? And then the ah. We got the kuf, right? And so the kuf with an ah underneath it, and then the hey. So let's do that word first. Okay, ready? Sadaka. Sadaka. Right, that has to be one syllable, 3 letters together. Ka. Ka. Sadaka. 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 Tzedakah, and tzedakah is the word for charity. The tzedakah box, synagogue, we put your offerings, right? A tzedakah box. It's tzedek. A tzedek is the word, comes from the word tzedek, righteous. So charity, righteousness, all from the same root. And so tzedakah. Okay, our next word, we'll start with the kuf, right? So we see the K, and then the O, right? And then the lamed. Okay, ready together? Kol, kol. And so that's a one-syllable word, kol. And kol is voice. Kol simcha, the voice of joy, right? So kol means voice. Okay, got the mem, the ah, the tzadi, the ah, and the hey. Matzah, 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 right? What we eat at Passover. So matzah, the mem, the ah, the zion, the ah, and the lamed. Mazal, mazal, mazel, like in the phrase mazel tov, right? So it means tov means good, and mazel is like luck or congratulations together, right? So mazel tov. Okay, our aleph, the the resh, the and the final tzadi. So you see how it comes down lower than the other letters there? The final tzadi, and so retz, retz, eretz means land, like in the phrase Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, eretz. Okay, very good, tremendous. Thank you. That was lesson number 13. Thank you for joining us here on Shalom Adventure, shalomadventure.com for Shalom Adventure Hebrew lessons.